I met my best friend Jay back in freshman year. We clicked fast, same taste in games, music, dark jokes. By senior year, I was at his house more than my own. One day while we were setting up for a gaming night, he just casually said, "Yo, just a heads up, my mom's kind of weird around guys. Don't flirt back. She's always like that." I laughed it off. Who warns their friend about their mom like that? The first time I actually met her, it was innocent enough. She came into the room with snacks, smiled at me a bit too long, and told me I had polite eyes. Whatever that meant. She wasn't what I expected. Mid-40s, put together, confident. She had this calm, playful tone, like she enjoyed making people slightly uncomfortable on purpose. She touched my shoulder when she handed me the plate. Just a brief touch. But it lingered. I told myself not to overthink it. Jay warned me, but maybe she was just overly friendly. Some moms are like that, right? But I couldn't ignore how she looked at me, like she was testing me. And for reasons I couldn't admit out loud, I didn't hate. The next few times I was at Jay's house, his mom seemed to be everywhere. She'd lean against the doorframe when we played, asking if we wanted anything, always addressing me directly. Her compliments became more personal. How mature I looked, how deep my voice had gotten, how my smile was dangerous. I laughed it off, tried to play dumb, but something in her eyes said she wasn't joking. One afternoon, Jay had to run out to grab something, leaving me there alone. She came into the living room and asked if I was hungry. I said no, but she insisted. She made sandwiches, sat across from me, and asked about school, girls, my plans after graduation. It was casual, but there was a weight to her tone, like she was studying me. Then she said, "It must be hard, being young and so full of energy with no one who really sees you." Her hand rested on mine, not accidental. Her thumb brushed across my knuckles slowly. I froze. My heart was pounding, but I didn't move. I couldn't. Jay walked in seconds later. She pulled her hand away, calm as ever. I laughed nervously, but inside something had already shifted. A week later, Jay mentioned he'd be out of town for the weekend. That same evening, I got a message from his mom. "Hey, I need a hand with something around the house. You free?" I stared at the screen for a while before replying. I knew what it meant, or at least I thought I did. Still I went. She greeted me like it was the most normal thing in the world. We talked barely. She looked at me differently, less playful, more direct. I didn't know where to put my hands. She stood close, kept touching my arm, my chest. Then she looked up at me and said, "You know, I didn't think you'd actually come." I didn't answer. I couldn't. I didn't stop her either. Every warning in my head was going off, but I just stood there, frozen in wanton guilt. She kissed me, slow and deliberate. I let her. I stayed longer than I should have. Long enough to destroy the line between right and wrong. When I left, my hands were shaking. I couldn't even look at myself. I told myself it was a one-time thing, that it didn't mean anything. But even I didn't believe that. I avoided Jay for days. Every time my phone buzzed, I felt sick. He kept texting, jokes, memes, asking if I was okay. I couldn't answer. I couldn't face him. His mom didn't message me again, not even once. It was like I didn't exist. Like I was just a distraction she no longer needed. I kept thinking about everything she said, how she made me feel wanted, how easily she shut it off. I ran into her once after that. She was dressed for work, calm, polite. "Hope you're doing well," she said like nothing had happened. I nodded, trying to hold myself together. She didn't even flinch. That moment hit harder than the night we crossed the line. I realized then, this wasn't her first time. I wasn't special. Just another kid too dumb to see through it. Later that week, I told Jay something vague. "Your mom, she's